place that we wanted to visit was this. We don't know, this looks like some sort of abandoned building, but as we were driving in we noticed that there are a lot of cars in the trees here, look. So I'm going to show you those. Oh, Colin, what's this? Oh, it's a T4? No, intercooler turbo. What? Look, this is yellow.
I don't know why that's yellow.
This is really slippery, and the cars are difficult to get to. I would imagine that the cars were just swept in here. Oh god, that looks really clean as well. Should we go and have a look?
No.
Look, there's just marble here.
No.
Oh. They do have a lot of it around here, I guess.
God, this is horrible.
Yeah, this is all swampy. But look how much this is just stuff out of people's houses. Yeah. So.
This was literally immaculate. Look at it.
Oh my god. But look, they've still written their names on them. So even though they've been swept down here, a lot of people are clearly still able to find their cars. See, look, that's really nice.
James, look at that.
What?
Is that a
Oh
Corvette?
no.
It's a Chevrolet Corvette.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh,
god.
what the hell?
I cannot. Can you believe we've just found that?
That's a real
It's
shame.
one of the first cars we've looked at. And it was surrounded by cars.
On the 29th of November 2024, severe flash flooding brought over a year's worth of rainfall in 8 hours to certain parts of Valencia, Spain. The damage cost was estimated to be £3.5 billion and 230 people lost their lives. I decided to go to Spain to see what was happening still in Valencia. I'd heard reports that cars were piled up high in fields on the outskirts of cities wherever they could be dumped. And I was completely unprepared for the sights that were there. The city is more like a war zone. This is my story of Valencia 1 month on.
A bomb site. My grandparents used to tell me about what it was like being in London in the Blitz, and seeing all of the buildings here falling down, and I get a feeling that this is sort of a bit of a modern day equivalent. And look at that, the water's filled up in the headlights of that. I'm not sure. People have written notes in the windows. I don't know if these are the owners so that they can get their cars traced or for the insurance purposes. There's an old Fiesta over there. Absolutely awful. I want to make it very clear that this is not a YouTube standard video. This isn't to sensationalize this, or, you know, I haven't come here to try and capitalize on people's misery. This is here to document. I think once the waters receded and the BBC went away, there was this sort of void about what actually the place was going to be like afterwards, and I didn't know. But we are going around here, and every single corner that we turn down, there's another place like this on the side of the road. It's pretty awful, isn't it? So I'm just showing you what's here. I'm not going to go around and sort of poke through people's things. These aren't abandoned cars. These are cars that have been lost to a natural disaster, obviously, and 230 odd people also died. So it's not not the standard video, but I still think it's interesting to see exactly the aftermath and how much power that all of the floods had in order to do this damage. But this is tiny, actually. As we've driven in, we've seen some much bigger places, so we're going to take a bit more of a drive around and see what else there is around here. This Peugeot 208 is right outside where all the other cars are parked, but you can see from all the condensation in there that that's had a lot of water ingress in it as well. But I hadn't actually noticed it to begin with, because so many of the cars that are around here look like this now. They're all filthy. So we're right on the edge now of some more cars that are piled up. Well, I thought we were on the edge. They go all the way back down there, and then they come back up here as well. And again, there are hundreds of places like this over here currently. You can see, obviously the water's come in, smashed them, and just covered them. And you can see they've just brought in that B class. They're still picking them off the streets now, and we've come here 4 weeks after this has happened. I noticed this as well. Colin's just filming it at the moment, but I noticed this in a Mercedes that was back there. You can see where all the mud is, how thick it's been caked on and then dried in the sun and all cracked and chipped off. But this has still got the keys in it. I don't know what all of these pieces of paper are. Perhaps they are people, the owners wrote their information before the floods came, expecting that if they got swept away, they wouldn't be able to find them again. Or so that would be of how you would find them again. Again, more on this. Look how thick the mud is. So there's one that we don't have, the Lancia Ypsilon. Well, we do have it, but I don't think we've got them on this age. Really popular in Europe though. About the only, I don't know if they still make Lancias. A few Sanyongs. God knows why anyone wants to buy one of those, but that's beside the point. Look at the mud in here as well. Now, this one that's behind it actually, this Clio, has actually got, oh no, they're artificial plants. That's a bit weird. I wonder why that's there. I mean, it could be that there's perhaps an artificial display of something and this got caught up in it and washed onto the roof, I suppose. Yeah, you couldn't even begin to clean one of these up, could you? They're all just, that's it. They've all had it. Come to the end of its life. Citroen Zara here. Yeah, the water's got in and had that one as well. Obviously, they've put that in it. Oh, I don't know if it almost seems like they're just dumping them wherever they can. None of them are ever going to be recoverable, so there's no need to have any care putting them down, I suppose. There's a Seat smashed up over there. Let's go and follow Colin down here. Oh, that's nice. There's some geese. Honk. What was that you just said? Ah. Now, you absolutely love one of these, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
In fact, look, it's got the front lights on it as well.
Brand new, isn't it, that mini?
Yeah. Looks nice with red stripes. Well, would have done with red stripes. Quite a few minis here, actually.
Look at this one. Every window's been smashed in.
Yeah. See, that's... Oh, no, look. That's been done deliberately.
Is it?
Yeah, look, there's little holes in the glass. Because the windscreen's not broken. Yeah, Colin makes a good point there. This is quite difficult to walk on. Got a couple of Range Rovers here as well. Ah, that's really clean. Again, as I was saying, obviously because it's Spain, they're not rotten. These are usually really bad where we are. And look, there's a whole, there's another section of it over there as well. Colin, did you even see that?
What?
There's another field full of cars over there.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, through there. Yeah.
Look.
What? Oh God, yeah, there's another one down there. See, this is what I'm trying to say. There are just fields and fields and fields of cars. So this is another field behind that field, which isn't meant for this. Those are orange trees. And look, they're all piled up here. In fact, it looks like there's another big pile of metal over there. It's just one after the other. And now here we are at another field that's just had all the cars dumped on it again. Now look, there's a Citroen C3 there that's got its side stoved in, and then an old 5 Series there. But I did have my eye caught by this. Big spoiler on that Civic. That's not a Type R, is it? No. But as I say, this goes on, and it's not just weird. This is just in one town. So you've got this load of cars here, and then beyond that field is where we've just been, where all the other ones are. It's such a ridiculous amount. Oh, now over here, there's a Mark II Golf. Let's see. Oh, now you'd like to think that perhaps that might survive. It's got a tartan blanket, which is okay. The floors are soggy, and it's had a little bit of water into it, obviously. What's it on? 365,000 kilometers, so it's quite high mileage. Had a window smash, but that doesn't matter. Oh, I'd love it if out of all of these, maybe that one can make it out. It's had that bar bent a little bit on the corners, but again, I don't know, nothing. And it would need doors. Who knows? I mean, these might all be here because they've been deemed to be write-offs anyway. God, there's just so much. Too much to pinpoint all in one go, isn't there? Another T4. It really always surprises me that these still exist and aren't camper conversions. I don't know why you'd own a van that old for that long, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can see the mileage that was on. Oh, okay, it's still running, 114,000 kilometers. So that's really low mileage for one of these then. But it's had the front stoved in. Looks like a car's probably gone back and hit that one. Something else has done the windscreen, perhaps. Again, cars like this, these have really had the brunt of it. The Seat Leon. Now, that could be because of this mud. I mean, obviously that's heavy, isn't it? That's going to be quite a weight. And look inside. Christ. That's funny because that's taken it much more there than it has in the back, despite the fact that all the windows are broken. That Amazon Prime van looks like someone has prized the back door off of that. I wonder if there's been a little bit of looting. And I've just noticed this Corsa that I said had turned pink is actually some awful kind of glittery sparkle pink. But yeah, look, someone's been in here and ripped this up, ripped that out.
Yeah, that hasn't happened.
No.
Do you reckon they have done that?
Yeah, someone's had that open. They've bent that back.
Look at that.
Well, oh my God. So you think these ones probably have gone down and gone into buildings, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because it's not just water that could take that out.
So you see the volume of the water that's coming down.
Yeah.
I mean, it was strong enough to take a building down. Let alone
Yeah, well, we saw a few buildings that have come down. Hold on a minute, what's this? It's a Frontera, isn't it? Oh, Opel Monterey. Ah, we didn't get those in England, I don't think, did we? Colin, we didn't get the Opel Monterey, did we? No, well, there's one there. Look, that's had the door skins ripped off. You can see all of the window regulator and everything. Right. Oh no. There's a Ford Escort over there. Let's go and take a look at the Escort. Doesn't look like it had it too bad, but I can't get around the other side. You can't be sure here whether they've had side impact damage, but really, I suppose once the flood water goes above a certain point, that's it for most of these, isn't it? Ah, a yellow car. Not nearly enough yellow cars, so there's one less now. Oh, now that's an interesting one. That's a Peugeot 206 Plus. So all of the boring design of a 206 with the 308, was it 308 front end? We didn't get them in England, obviously, because we just had the 206. Ah, and then Nissan Primera. Something really hit the back of that with some force. Look how much that smashed the rear quarter panel back as well. Mondeo. That's a shame. These are good cars, these Mondeos. I think they're quite underrated now, and I've noticed these are starting to disappear off the roads as well. Ah, now I can see a C5 here. See it Cordoba, obviously rare in, I'd actually say most parts of the world, but very common in Spain because obviously they're Spanish. It's basically just a saloon Ibiza, isn't it? Yeah, just like my first car. Right, we're sort of near the end of that now, so I suppose we might as well head back out there. This is a really strange sight to see because I feel like I'm in a scrapyard, but also everything's got the same kind of damage, and some cars are just destroyed in ways that you wouldn't normally see, like that Peugeot, and I suppose this Peugeot as well. You can see where the sunroof's broken there and it's held it all on. Cars that are just in states that you wouldn't normally see them in, even when they've been left for years. One of the early A4 TDIs as well. Decent engine. What else have we got down here? Again, I can't show you all of the cars. There's just too many. But C4 Coupe. Dacia Logi. Again, weird continental car that we don't see on our shores. And we're back here. Right, I suppose we should probably go and find Colin and have a look around somewhere else. Oh, it's a WRX. Turbo. What a car to be caught up in this. Oh, that is a shame. I don't know obviously what this says, but it has that notice repeating over it a lot. So they're obviously really trying to get the point across. I don't know, what does it say? Do not return the vehicle? I don't know. They all have this kind of damp smell. Not like wet damp, it's a strange muddy smell, I don't know. There are just too many to figure out what to film. Now over here, another Fiesta. They have quite a few of them here. I would imagine they don't get killed off by rust like they do where we are. Oh, look at this. Now, is that a CLA? Isn't it strange to see new cars look like this? Porsche Cayenne. Again, look how much mud is just caked there, and it goes so high up. It starts to take over the gear stick. But look, that's so thick. You're never going to be able to sort these cars out. Oh, I'm noticing there's a lot of face masks in here as well. I imagine that probably says something about the kind of water that was coming through. Ah, there's one of these hideous things. Obviously the mud doesn't make much difference because there are no curved surfaces in it anyway. Nonetheless, it still represents someone who's had their life destroyed by a natural event. Let's hope that they might make a better choice when they get their money. Colin's found an old Mercedes. Oh. He'll tell me a little bit more about these. I'm just starting to learn about these old Mercs. Tell me a bit more then. Oh look, the back wheels started to come off.
Look at the mud on the footwell.
There's mud in the footwell.
Yeah, have a look how deep it is.
My God.
It's devastating, isn't it?
Blue interior as well.
Yeah.
Have you, I was just saying in my video, have you noticed that these have all got a smell?
Yeah.
It's not damp. It's like a, I don't know what it is.
Would it be a sewagey smell maybe?
No, it just, I don't know if it's the mud or whatever, but.
I don't know, I do know what you mean. I smell it as well.
Right.
Okay. Let's,
Now this is a weird one because this actually looks all right. I will just quickly poke. Yeah, that looks completely fine, that Mini. It's missing a couple of letters. The boot lid is a little dented, but that will survive. RAV4, but yeah, a Twingo. Ah, poor Twingo. Oh, that's unusual. I didn't realise that they had that older Renault logo. I suppose it makes sense for them to have that, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's pretty ruined by the mud, that one, isn't it? It's had all the windows broken out the back. That's a shame still. There are plenty of these over here. One place that we wanted to visit was this. We don't know, this looks like some sort of abandoned building, but as we were driving in we noticed that there are a lot of cars in the trees here, look. So I'm going to show you those. Oh, Colin, what's this?
It's a van, isn't
Oh, it's a T4? No, intercooler turbo. What? Look, this is yellow.
it? No, I don't know why that's yellow. Very, very careful. I don't think I'm actually...
This is really slippery, and the cars are difficult to get to. I would imagine that the cars were just
that's
swept in
GMC.
here. Oh God, that looks really clean as well. Should we go and have a look? So,
This was literally immaculate. Look at it.
oh my God. But look, they've still written their names on them. So even though they've been swept down here, a lot of people clearly still able to find their cars. See, look, that's really nice.
James, look at that.
What?
Is that a
Oh
Corvette?
no!
It's a Chevrolet Corvette.
No!
Oh my God. Oh my
Oh,
God.
what the hell? Sorry, as I was saying, I don't want to sensationalise things, but that was a real unexpected find, this Corvette. Oh. That is so full of silt as well. Look, right up to the bottom of the steering wheel. Lovely 50s classic, and that has reached the end of its life. So many cars here as well. Look, Citroen there upside down. This big GMC. This was obviously someone who was parking their cars here, was into American cars. I wouldn't mind betting that they were the same owner. And look, he's got new suspension components there as well. All the chrome's nice. It's been repainted too. Oh, all of this bottles and plastic bailed up, and C4's ended up inside that. There's lots of bamboo everywhere as well. Oh God, that Corvette, what an awful sight. So yeah, while this is a video, this isn't here just for entertainment. I'm actually documenting what happened in this part of the world. Oh God. And look, there's so much, the seats just become smooth with how much debris there is in there. But this is strange, this is all baled up plastic waste, which makes me wonder if this was already here before. But the building we're at looks quite interesting itself. It's abandoned, so maybe we'll see what that's like. But I think this is all the cars that are here. There's a transit over there, but yeah, for now this is the first bit, and as I've seen, there are lots of areas around here that look like this. This is just one that we stopped at. I'm wondering, looking at these vehicles, they knew that the floods were coming, and perhaps it wasn't possible for them to get them out of town. I don't know. There's an orange hanging up there. It seems to me a little bit strange that a car, especially like that, would be left behind. I know that Valencia got a year's worth of rainfall in, I think, around 8 hours, and that's obviously what's caused all of this. So I think that's everything here for now. Let's go and head out of this town. We'll go to the outskirts and see what's lying around there, because I hear that they're just piled up in the fields around there. Now we've just pulled over on the side of the road, driving down into the next town that was flooded, because we've seen this here. So obviously these are cars that haven't been touched yet, are they?
No.
They've, well, that's up on its side. I don't know what that is yet. We've got a couple more over there. There's a lot of birds around here as well. But see, this Nissan Qashqai, it's just got rubbish in it. There is a chicken over there as well. I don't know if they just walk around out here, but look, even down here on the street, this Mazda's been pushed over the edge of a wall. I don't know how that's not fallen down. I guess it's got something on this side of it. Oh, okay. The wall's broken away as well. All the fences have come down. There is just rubbish piled up everywhere that's been dragged downstream of this. But look, the streets are filthy, covered in mud. It really is like a bomb's gone off. Oh, there's a chicken there. Oh, and a family of ducks over here. Hello. I don't know what. I feel like I've just walked onto a farm or something. But at people's possessions, there's a handbag there. And like I said, this is all the stuff that got washed down. So a lot of it did get caught in the fences. There's a Nissan Micra there. But see, again, just beyond us there, another car graveyard. And that's what I'm saying. When I said they started to use the fields to put cars in, that's exactly what happened. They have put cars absolutely everywhere. Now, we were having a bit of a read last night, and there are 500,000 vehicles registered in this area. So obviously not all of those are going to have been wrecked, but it gives you an idea of how many are in the firing line. So that is quite a lot to be losing out on. And look, olives. Right, So you can see how high the water line is. We're here at a underground car park, and obviously that would have completely submerged it and then some. And obviously this is when people have been wiping their hands, getting all their cars out at some point. I particularly just wanted to show you this Mark 1 Seat Ibiza. Now obviously we've got none of these left in the UK. They do still exist in Spain, but this is the only one I've ever seen. And yeah, that's not coming back from anywhere, is it? I mean, of course, my one, I think this one's actually a little bit older than mine. It's got the older steering wheel. But in any case, it's nowhere near as rotten. I guess it must have been some kind of special edition. It's got all white wheels and yellow fog lights and those extra lamps as well. Oh, I quite like those. That's sort of inspiring me a little bit, I think.
No, it's just got no seats.
Shame about that. What's that?
It's got no seats in it.
No, yeah, all the seats have gone. I don't know why that would be. It's a bit strange. But yeah, it's just been dumped there. Ah, it's a shame. Really rare. Here is the next town over, called Cataraja, which is the one adjacent to Porto where we just were, and this is another graveyard that's been piled up right in the middle of the town. Here they've just sort of chucked them there, I think. I don't know how they've ended up upside down, actually. It's not normally a way you drop a car off, is it? Yeah, obviously, you know, they are just scattered everywhere. You see a van there, whatever that is, upside down. Now that's an unusual car there. In fact, there's there's a classic Fiat. Now is that the 600 or the Multipla? I can't remember. Colin, have a look at this. Stand here. Now that's the second one we've seen on the way in. There was one piled up in there. I think that's the 600, isn't it?
Oh, it could be actually. Yeah.
It's the larger one. Again, more and more and more. I mean, these cars go, what, 15, 20 deep? So there's got to be... honestly, I couldn't say 600-700 cars just in this piece alone. I've noticed this on a few of them though, that the windows are smashed, but obviously that's intentional. I can't figure out why they would do that. I mean, I know there was a little bit of looting happened after this actually, but that seems an odd thing to do. Oh my god, it just goes on and on and on, doesn't it? Oh, right, we haven't seen one since we've been here. But here's the first Xantia. It's on alloys as well, that's weird. Oh no, it's got a spoiler as well. That is a shame. Had to be one somewhere though, didn't there? Yes, it's been the only one we've seen. Can we see how that looks?
You know, mine's been so good. I've been using mine for about 3 or 4 months.
Oh yeah, we love our Xantias.
I reckon I've put about 10,000 miles.
Look, someone's put alloys on it. Makes me think about doing that to mine actually.
Yeah.
There had to be one Xantia casualty somewhere,
Yeah,
didn't they?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that is a shame. Still, no one really cares about those apart from us. So we're just walking around the back now, and there's an early Mondeo there. That's strange to see on its side like that, isn't it? It's got a C-Max on top of it. That looks like something's fallen on it in that corner. Like a lamppost. Well, a bit more than a lamppost, I think. BMW 3 Series Compact. People hate these. I like them. I had one and I really enjoyed mine. Oh, okay, that just flew into my face. Wow, it makes you think, what hit these things to cause them to bend in the way that they have? I've never seen wrecks like this. I obviously would assume that what's happened is that they've being washed down and then hit multiple things on the way down. But it gets a little bit wet here, and I'm not in the footwear for this, so we might have to just stop there. But look, the cars are just balanced on top of each other on the front, which we've never seen cars stored like that before. But yeah, they've been smashing the windows. Maybe they were smashing the windows if they were submerged in something to help them get ropes around them to take them out. Again, we have come to another place full of old cars. This one does seem to have older old cars, but if anyone can tell me what that is, I think it might actually be a Jag of some kind. It's got some numbers. I'll zoom in. I can't. What does it actually say? Sorry for the shaky footage. So it's got 1500 on it, but then it's also got a Citroen badge, but it doesn't look like any Citroen that I can think of, and I don't think it's got the right wheels, and it's also sort of the wrong colour. Citroens didn't have bumpers like that. I can't really figure out what that is. But these are stacked 4, 5 high. In fact, over there, look, there's a Mark II Ibiza. Right, yeah, as I said, if you know, please let me know. But other than that, okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching this week's video. Of course, I'll be back next week with another one. In the meantime, however, if you would like to donate to this cause, please go and chuck whatever you can towards the Global Giving Spain Flood Relief Fund. I'll put a link down below. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.